All right, so it's a rainy day, and we're gonna make some mac and cheese. Gotta spray your pan. You don't want the noodles to stick. All right. And now we're going to put our cheese in the middle. I'm using Velveeta. You don't have to use Velveeta, but I think it tastes better. So we're going to stack these like this. You want them in the very middle because the middle cooks last. And you don't want the cheese to burn. Okay, and then we're going to use a half of a brick of cream cheese. And this is the tricky part, putting in the noodles. It's not too tricky, but you have to make sure that when you pour the noodles in there, you don't want it on the cheese, and you don't want it more than halfway up the pan, because these noodles are going to get twice as big. So you need the room in your pan when they get bigger. So we're just going to put that whole box in there. I think we're going to leave it at that. Because that's about halfway up, if not a little bit less. I do have another box. I might throw some more in there. Just be very careful. You don't want to mess in your oven. It can start a fire. Now, last time I made this, I put the whole entire chicken broth in there. And then went on to the next step. But I already used some of this, and I don't have a whole one. So instead, I'm going to substitute it with water, just so you have enough fluids in there to cook your noodles. And that looks good. And then I use heavy whipping cream. Pour that on there. Oh, it would help if it's open. Yeah. Now it's open. Let's try this again. You need the fluid to go over the noodles. So once you are completely over the tops of the noodles, and that shouldn't, like, that should be dry still, but that's okay. We went a little too far. I have this cheese left over in my fridge. I want to use it before it goes bad. Otherwise, I probably would have shredded a brick of cheese. You can use mozzarella. I want to try using pepper jack one time, but I don't do it if Bryce is eating it, because he is not going to like the spice from the pepper jack. So one of these times, I'll make it like that. Otherwise, if you have a certain cheese that you love and you'd rather use that instead, you can do that instead. Use whatever cheese makes you happy. And then I put about maybe a cup to 2 cups on here, or a cup and a half maybe. Some finely shredded cheddar. It has less dust. If you don't know about the dust, look through my comments on TikTok. You'll find it. Here is our cheddar. Almost done. I'll probably speed this part up in the video so you guys don't have to be sitting there for a whole minute watching me put that on there. All right, now we're going to put onion powder. And now some garlic, I almost said garlic salt, garlic powder. Not a whole lot. This stuff is potent. now we do our garlic salt. You want to put a little more than you think you should, because those noodles are going to expand and it's going to lose that flavor. You don't have to use salt if you don't want to, though. And now, paprika. Because paprika is delicious. We're going to set our oven at 350. And we're going to cook this for about 45 minutes to an hour. And we're going to cover it too. Needs to be covered. All right, so we're going to cover that. And that was Alexa letting me know that he's going to start a 45-minute timer. And let's clean up our mess. Okay, so we cooked this for an additional 5 more minutes. I cooked it at 50 minutes at 350 degrees. It's really freaking heavy. Oh, and this is what it's gonna look like, because I'm about to uncover it. The big reveal. Ooh. Look at that. That looks freaking amazing. And now we're gonna stir it. We're gonna stir all this cheesiness. Oh, yummy. Don't see how runny it is yet. It needs a little more time. These noodles are very close to done. That looks so good. So yummy. Almost done. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the top. Not a lot, just a little. For a little extra flavor. It's just going to melt and taste lovely. And then we're not going to cover it up either. We're going to stick it in there for another 10 more minutes at 350. Okay, so it actually cooked for 7 minutes extra. So I cooked it in my big, huge lasagna pan at 350 for 50 minutes and covered it up and then uncovered it for the last 7 minutes. So if you're cooking one in a big, huge pan like this, that's all you got to do to make it turn out looking like this. That looks so yummy. And it's done. The noodles are perfectly done. Yep. Look at that. It looks amazing. Take a big scoop of it and show you. Yummy.